Hey everybody, welcome back to another recap of 90 Day Fiancé the Other Way here on YouTube. If you're new here, hey, hello, how are you? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share with, folks you care about and love and
I don't even
and
know
all
if
that
that's where it
jazz.
is.
Yeah, it's around
Mm.
there. um, but we missed last week. We've been doing every other week. Life has been lifing, but also Matt Sharp, we've been trying to squeeze all the juice out of a prune. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have. And there are things to discuss, but
Yeah, yeah. And like honestly, I'm more excited for next week than I was for the last two episodes. But
same,
we do have some to discuss.
same. Who do you want to start? We have 2 weeks. Um,
Mm.
the last two shows. So, who do you want to begin with?
I'm just gonna go down my. Of course, I'm going to save the French phenom for last. Um,
Hurricane
yeah.
Helene. I don't.
Yes.
I don't know what
Yes, yes.
an
Yeah.
H French word is, but I'll figure it
Yeah. Yeah.
out.
It's oh boy. But we can
Ooh.
go with Chloe and
Oh
Jonathan.
yeah, let's get them out the way.
Um so I can really sum this up in one sentence. Um but before I do, last time we chatted, remember Jonathan set them up for failure down to the Nissan dealership.
Mm-hmm.
He said they could go get like a Mitsubishi or something
Yeah.
for like 3 or 4K,
Mm-hmm.
and Mr. Aruba at the Nissan was like, "LOL, like that's for like car mats."
He's like, that
So
was
I don't.
for 2003.
Yeah, you have to go find yourself a bush car or something because otherwise it's not
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, go buy it from a
So
nigga named Gerald or something.
yes, so this sets the tone for this particular episode, in episode 11. So they all go out to dinner. It's Chloe and her mother, Stepford wife.
Mm-hmm.
No, not even because
Mm,
she's got some sense about herself.
she's a, I don't want to call her a corporate Karen, but she kind of is.
She's one of those people that read that book Lean In, or like
Oh,
how
rich dad, poor dad.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 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 yeah. Those types.
And in the 90s, chicken soup for the
Five
CEO's soul.
five habits of highly effective people.
Yeah,
That kind of thing.
successful people wake up before 5, that kind of Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, anywho, Jonathan is kind of like, I think it's a good thing her mom was cutting her off financially
Yeah.
because this forces, Barbie to grow up.
Yeah, Labubu's gonna have to show some character, and he's like, it'll
Yes.
really show where she stands. Now, granted, I don't like.
I,
I even
I
if
don't,
you're
don't
not giving the test, don't even speak on it, cause I don't like that.
it, it also proves that you are too old for her.
Because why are you trying to be with
Who
somebody who you have to partially raise?
you can't raise a
You can't
white
raise a
girl.
child.
I
Oh,
don't know.
yes, a white girl. You can't raise a Labubu,
No,
okay?
you can't. So, they ha- it's a very convoluted conversation that they're having about financials and stuff between her mother and her, but it's basically like Chloe is frustrated because her mother keeps telling her in 90 different languages, including sign, new math, that she is
Cut
not fucking with her
off.
financially, like at all.
Jonathan was like, "Oh well, maybe we just ship her car down here," and her mother was like, "Yeah, that's not gonna happen
Yeah, with
because
whose money?
I'm not paying for it, and I pay for the car."
Yeah. So
So,
what are we doing?
what do you think cut off means?
Right. So Chloe, at first I was like, you'd be a little brat, but also I was kind of like, okay, damn, told me that you. Okay, fine, I get it.
Well, lest we
Until
forget, exactly.
yeah,
They discuss sponsorship because that is a thing anywhere you go. Okay, Somebody's got to vouch for
Yes.
you because you're not coming in here being all lawless. So, in order for her to get papers, they have to go on record as basically a domestic partnership. They don't have to be married, but they do have to be an official domestic partnership, which then still has an expense of about $600 to $800 every 3 months or so. Um, unless they get married, it's like
It was very
yeah,
it was very murky, and I do believe that it's very complicated because we always know anytime
absolutely.
somebody tries to get a job elsewhere, it's complicated.
Also, I had to remember that again, Aruba is a Dutch island. Yeah,
Didn't she say that they had? Didn't her mama run partial part of her business out of Aruba?
if they said that, I missed it.
Because that's why. Because remember, that's how like she was going so much initially.
I
Like,
I
because
thought
I
it
thought
was because of this, but
like I know like woo, but also I from what I remember, maybe I don't know drugs, but I just thought that
you
maybe
could very well be correct. I just if that was said,
be,
I totally missed that.
because I also was like when I was watching this, I was like, I thought you worked for your mother.
She
Like,
did
why can't you do
whatever you
what you
do
do
remotely.
yonder?
Mate,
Yeah.
I don't know what they do. I don't remember what her mother does. It was just like CEO Batty, boss. I don't really I like I
Mm,
it,
she power
yeah,
poses.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? She's got a
Yeah.
headshot. So like I
Yeah.
don't know what the actual job entails or what social media. That's probably what she did. Or what Labubu
Yeah.
did for her. I don't know. But it's interesting because it must be something that maybe needs to be local because then mother throws up a loophole. She was like, "Listen, if you all want to dwell, in this environment, that's on you. But I will sponsor you if you both come back to Boston."
Dun dun dun.
End of scene.
So yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna take her up on that offer. They're probably gonna be on 90 Day Fiance
I don't
happily ever
know.
after.
Papa is a merman. He gets his jollies. He loves being a pirate. Um, that's really his jam. And I'm realizing that people who like being pirates or like pirate culture are really into it. That's no judges because one of my faves, Creep Summer, she did a whole tour of her house. It's a pirate ship. It's
Hmm.
very cool. But like when they
That's
into
some
that shit,
she's into.
they into that shit, okay?
Hmm.
So
Hmm. That's what I was to Chris. I was telling Chris, maritime people. That is a specific term. A
exactly.
specific, like
Exactly.
they're a
Okay.
specific type of people.
Human crustaceans. I don't know what
Yeah,
you want to call
they
them,
love and
but
live for
this might
sea.
shrivel up and die if he can't be in his natural habitat. And yes, Boston is by the water, but that's a whole different situation. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So we will see how this
and
plays out.
yeah, and again, because in my head I was like, I would. He might take it probably because of the fact that A, it extends their contract on the show. B,
Mm.
it would prove if he ain't or not. Because if he's a decent human being, he would turn it down.
Yeah,
Because he's
exactly that. If
yeah,
he was a decent human being, he would have never gotten this fucking relationship. But
yeah, you know.
in their age issues.
Mm,
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We will see what
yeah.
happens.
Um, let's move on quickly. We should have started with them, but it's very brief. But we have Madeline and Luke back. Um,
Oh,
so yeah, and they come back up
back.
in episode 12,
Uh
which we'll
huh.
see next week. But apparently, it's just Luke in this episode, in episode 10.
Mhm.
And remember, he goes to go meet Brian to
Oh
debrief him what
yeah.
happened.
Madeline's number
Eh,
one hater, bestie hater.
Yeah, and like I expected, this was two men who are awful telling each other exactly. Um,
Ha,
however,
I was gonna say, if If you,
Brian made a point, several points, which we all have been saying, praying and saying and preaching and saying. Um, like, you are too old.
A, one,
She
first,
is too. She is too young,
A,
and
one.
you. Neither of you have business being together. She. She's being irrational. You are also kind of a cuck at this point.
Not kind of. Remember, I said to you the last time we recorded, why the do you want to be with somebody who talks to you the way that she talks to him and treats you the way that she treats him?
Maybe he likes to be dominated.
Maybe, you know what? You could very well be right. Take that to a controlled environment. You know what I'm saying?
It needs to be mutually agreed upon.
This
in
is
the
what I'm saying.
environment.
You know, go see Electra. You know,
Yeah.
go get yourself, go get your jollies in a dungeon with a gas mask and, you know, some belts. But like marriage and getting cake thrown on you in pub. You know what? Let me not
That's
say, because
abuse.
this might
That's it. That
make his
might be.
dick
That's
hard.
my.
Yeah,
Listen. Some people paint.
yeah, yeah. I all I know is hater bestie Brian did call out the abusive behavior as well, and he told him he has a touch of the Stockholm syndrome by wanting to
Yeah.
continue on in this unhealthy toxic relationship. Now, it didn't sound like hating. It might have been fueled by hate, but
Yeah.
it was
No.
all valid. So
Yeah. It forced Luke to admit on camera that he's afraid of being alone, which
Mhm.
is most men's issues over 30.
exactly. But that was
Um.
it.
Yeah. Next week they're gonna irritate us, so just be prepared.
I know.
Yeah.
Let's do Pattiya and Down Under.
Yeah, I have words for her. She pissed me off in this last
I
episode.
don't like her.
I don't like her either, and I'm mad to say, and I'm sad to say that.
I
You know,
know. I I'm not a misandrist, but I would prefer to hate the first. You know what I'm saying? They generally give you the most just due. But and let me also be clear, because the onus, I'm not taking the onus off of him, which we will get to, but she works my last nerve.
They're both the problem. Like they're both
Yeah.
the
Yeah, they're both the
and and I remember how I said in the beginning when we started talking about this show, like he looks villainous.
Yeah. It might be the
I was
sharp
pro-
angle.
I was proven positive in episode 11.
You were.
So they go shop at the living room for furniture. I was surprised they have a living room store in Tasmania.
Oh yeah.
It's very similar to At Home. Have you ever been to At Home? I love that
I
store.
have, yeah. Actually, I do. I enjoy it. I called it Bob's Tasmania when I was watching it, but yes,
It's low key that,
yeah.
but yeah. But they just have cute like tchotchkes and things.
Yeah.
That what?
If
At
you
home.
let me tell you, see, if you listen, if you want your house to look real estate ready,
Yeah, yeah.
it's giving you
Open
everything.
house
You know what I'm
ready.
saying? Live, laugh, love. Like you get it
Yeah.
all there.
All right. So they're going couch shopping and all that. And so she's picking out, nice things, and they see a set that's like 2K, and we all know that furniture is expensive and such, and he's kind of like pushing her like, hey, maybe we can get like a discount cheap couch so that we could apply this extra money that we're saving to your debt. Now, if you recall, there's been this hammering down our throats of how much this is poor, right? And it's like, what do you mean? But it's thoroughly explained here. And just like I suspected, it was because of a man. Let's check it, right? So she has $20,000 in debt, maxed out 5 credit cards. So they sit down, and he has the gall, audacity, and whiteness to ask her, how'd you get this far down in debt? And she was like, it was because of you. Let us recall that, remember, they moved to Thailand thinking that they were going to have some eat, pray, love white romance situation.
Yeah.
And then he got cold feet and or whatever, which he has commitment issues, as we can see. And
Yes. Yes,
he
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 does.
left her high and dry in Thailand. And
Yeah.
so
Yes, and she had to come back.
mhm,
Um, but I'm gonna say this.
I don't see how 20K. But then again, I don't know what type of, like, maybe she couldn't get work right away. Maybe it
Mm-mm.
was COVID in like the bar. She couldn't do the titty thing like she was
Maybe.
doing.
Maybe.
Maybe she was out on injury and she couldn't,
No,
make
because
one cheek shake. You know what I
he
mean?
said, and she did not deny. So let's be clear. A rebuilding of your life is very expensive. So I'm not gonna negate that. But he said, you're absolutely correct. Thailand, yes, yes, yes. She's brought up Thailand multiple times. She brought up Thailand as many times as Labubu's mother brought up cutting her off, right?
Yeah.
But also, he was like, but you've been dancing again for the last 4 years. So at what point do you get to keep putting this on Thailand?
Wow.
Like the full debt. And, you know, he doesn't want to sell some of the properties that he has and that he's worked for her to continue with the same habits.
Yeah. See, if you get married in America, you keep your debts separately because America now understands that it's got their own debts too.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let me
Exactly.
not say that state by state because I know in the state of America, in the state of New York, if you get married, what's his is his,
Mhm. Mhm.
what's yours is yours, as
Mhm.
far as debt is concerned,
Mhm.
tax and otherwise.
Yep.
Because
Absolute.
and yeah, especially if you didn't know that, especially if you're trying to apply for an apartment and they try to stiff you on that, you can let them know that that is illegal for you to do, and you can report them to HPD.
Amen.
Um, anywho, I've had to do that plenty of times.
Useful
Hmm.
information.
So, anywho, he's worried that her spending habits are going to impact and hinder him from proposing, as if he has any
Mhm.
desire to propose.
Yeah.
Right? He's
Yeah.
just looking for excuses.
Yeah.
Anywho, in the next episode, they go down to. I always find it interesting
Hold
when they
on.
have.
I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Also, the other side to this too is outside of Thailand, lest we not forget, she was $60,000 in debt when they met initially.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then
So
she got out of debt. She got rid of all
she
that.
got rid of it, and then she got it back after the Thailand situation. But $60,000, no student loans,
Yeah, bro.
and we
I have significant amount of debt, but that is because of government loans and taxes.
exactly
I can't imagine
right.
just racking up debt for the love of the game. You
Just
know what I mean? Like,
exactly, exactly.
I mean, I get you got to do what you got to do to survive, but I also, if I'm a midnight ballerina, I'm
I'm
gonna
not
make
speaking from
sure.
a high horse. I'm just saying. I agree with like, if it ain't, there's a lot of things that can get you at 60K in debt. But Mama did not have
Hmm.
those things. She would have said it. She would have spoken those things.
Yeah.
Mama was just buying, and she said it. She was like, "It's expensive to dance. You gotta buy outfits. You gotta be ready." And all of that is extremely valid.
I never really thought about that.
The
Like
upkeep.
the cost and the upkeep of being a stripper.
Waxing. Now you can't have no strip up there with crusty heels and crusty toes, and
No,
you know what I'm saying. You
no.
gotta look
But
the
then I'm like,
part.
I would write all that off, right? Like, I would definitely write everything off, like bikini, like Brazilian waxes, my
Wait,
nails,
I
every
never thought
wig.
about
This is
doing
why,
taxes as a dancer
uh huh.
or a
This is why
sex
Bobby talks
worker.
about. This is why Bobby talks about being like a manager or an accountant for OnlyFans people.
Yes, for sex workers,
Yeah,
there needs to be
because
a
there's.
union.
Yeah, I agree. But I definitely would think that that's a part of the gig, right? Like,
Is there a
Even if
union for porn workers? What do you call porn workers?
adult entertainers,
Oh
adult
yeah,
film
there you go.
stars,
Thank you.
adult. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they're not unionized because they're studio to studio. But then
Mm,
that's also complicated nowadays
right?
because studios are closing because people can. You know what ruined the business of a lot of stuff? The iPhone or the camera phone. Because now, like, think
Mm,
about us. Like, we essentially produce
yeah.
television every week. It just happens to be on the internet.
And
And we
some
do it
a
through,
lot of
we
other
don't
people's
need these,
television. Hmm.
right? We don't necessarily need these big ass, like, production studios to do all
You're
that. Same
right.
thing
I could
with
put a tripod up and
porn.
flick the bean, and
Boom,
huh?
making zillions of dollars.
Wheels are turning in this episode.
Let me tell
The
you.
economy's crashing.
Listen.
It's going down, and I may be too.
Yeah.
Like,
Just show feet. That's all I'd say.
I
Yeah.
might.
Not mad at it. So they so in the next episode, they go to a local like Irish pub, and I always laugh when they have like different nationalities or things in like different places, like how like in this example, like an
Mhm.
Irish place in Australia, or like how they have McDonald's everywhere else. You know,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
it's weird. But anywho, she is very used to the fast-paced life, which is definitely indicative of her debt.
Yeah.
Because she is like snooze fest.
Mhm.
She's also a bit of a bird. Um, because
She.
Mama said Moscato.
Oh, I have Moscato LOL just as its own sentence about 6 times in here because that is really her drink of choice. I was like, "What you like, a
Mm-hmm.
Bartenora?"
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
She might
saying?
like mix.
She probably likes some whatever. She said, "Just
Actually,
give
no,
me
I
something
can't.
sweet and
We have to
bubbly."
we have to time out. We have to drag this lady since I brought out mix. Did you see your arch nemesis speaking to the United Nations?
Which one? Eric Adams?
No, the female
Because I
rapper.
saw that speaking in Israel.
Yeah, no, no.
Oh, I.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
Itty bitty piggy. That lady.
the cocaine koala.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I saw her
Yeah,
ass.
yeah.
I
Yeah, we all know
tracked
her
that because I never, I need to know where my money is at all times.
It is so easy to do because the fact that her is registered and we have to know, the government needs to know where he
Like
is
by
at all
law,
times.
legally, you've got to document it. How many miles you live away from a school?
But yeah,
She's committed
she's
to having horrible opinions and making horrible decisions for the rest of her days, huh?
a pretty MAGA gal is something.
That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, that's something, bro. I don't.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
That
But
bitch is
anywho,
buns. But yes, yeah, yeah, I saw.
so back to this Irish pub. His bestie Chris and his homosexual stepbrother Glenn shows up, and I
Mm-hmm.
say that specifically because he looks exactly like Liberace.
Yes, he does. Yeah, all he
Like,
needed
and
was a
I'm not
white
joking.
bedazzled jacket
Yeah,
and
because the
yeah,
hair was there, color, like it was scary.
same plastic surgery. Like it was.
Yeah, it was. I was like, oh shit.
It's
Right.
it's-
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So, anywho, we're back to her lamenting about the fact that his mother hates me and blah 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 blah, and how she really just don't like his mother for real, for real.
And he said it when they walked in. He was like, "Pattiya can't stand my mother." So I don't know how to do
Mm.
Australian. Also, did you see they showed a Tasmanian devil at the top of the scene? I
They
was
did.
so excited.
They did. They did. They
I
did.
was so excited.
Yeah, they did. They don't look like what you think they look like.
Oh no, they're
They
GMO'd at this point.
yeah.
They look like baby
yeah,
bears.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Are they like?
Capybaras, kind
Are
of.
they like a Tasmanian possum? Like, are they?
I
Like,
know they're rodents.
They're rodents, right? Yeah. So I
Hmm.
wonder if they are to Tasmania what possums are to America,
That
or
makes
like
sense to me.
raccoons.
That makes sense to me.
Anyway, um, she on the way in, he was like, "Pattiya can't stand my mother, so this is gonna be interesting," and I wish we could just put it all out on the table and get this over with.
Right. However, things get messy at the table, and it turns into like, because his bestie Chris and homosexual stepbrother are like, well, why aren't you married? And all that stuff.
Wait, are they? Are they in Ireland? I know neither one of us can do it. What you married?
Vegemite, I don't know.
Ugh.
Uh, 42 Wallaby Way.
I just don't
Um,
wanna. I just Vegemite. Anyway,
yeah,
continue.
disgusting. Although the other day, Ham used Vegemite in his brine for turkey, which was
That's
very interesting
that seems like that might be one of the only places that could work. I don't
for the umami like the
sure,
umami.
but I can get umami from so many other things that I
Yeah, he said that too, and because him and Sola did his and hers turkeys. His took a week to make.
okay.
I'll never make, and but he cut it. It's a brine,
Yeah.
and then another marinade,
Uh-huh.
and then he combined two chicken breasts into one using like glycoca something or whatever. You know those chefs that do like
Yeah, I
gastro
don't get.
science.
Yeah, I don't gastro. I just cook food.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was great. I was like,
Yeah,
this is amazing.
I love it.
This is science and
I
it takes too
just
damn
I
long.
don't. I want to eat
So,
food. Mm-hmm.
anywho, he excuses himself from the dinner table because gets too hot in the kitchen when they are discussing their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
However, my note says, damn. Because it says white woman, but I realize she's not white. But it was like, damn, white women have to go through this too. So like he gets up, and you think that he's getting up because it's too hot in the kitchen for this conversation about like why aren't you married and all that stuff. But he gets up in like teen movie fashion
Mm.
and gets a guitar and sings a Dylan original.
Yeah, yeah, he does. That he wrote for her.
Hmm.
Clowns never laughed before, and beanstalks never grew.
Hmm. That's that Farfig Nougat, all
Hmm.
that.
that was Greg Brady.
Yes, I know, I know, I know.
Yeah.
'Cause and I did that at the Summer Walker dinner. I was like, yeah. I do that dance all the time.
Ooh, we gotta watch a Brady Bunch movie. That was so
It's
stupid.
for free on YouTube too.
Well, it.
It
Let's
just
watch. It was so dumb.
it's so dumb. Put on your Sunday's best, kids. We're
Going
going
to
to Sears.
Sears. I think I'll go for a walk outside now. The sunshine coming my way. I just
George Glass, icon.
Oh, iconic. And you have to have watched the show in order to get the stupid references,
Mhm.
because they definitely came from the actual episodes. My mother made me watch Brady Bunch.
My mother
So,
loved Brady Bunch, and this is how I. This is why I know like people be lying when like the blacks on the internet like this was too white. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, no, our boomer parents or have definitely watched like The Love Boat and other white because what else was on? Number
Shirley
one, number
Temple,
two,
my uncles loved
yeah.
those Western shows, and like they loved all that.
Mhm,
So,
mhm. They
you
be
know,
lying.
they do. Like
Mhm,
y'all can be real, and
mhm.
you still had to watch Imitation of Life or whatever the case is.
It all in the family. You know what I mean?
My
Like,
father loved All in the Family.
of course he did.
I know. I know.
But yes,
I know.
yeah.
I know.
You know.
My dad is a caretakerist man
But like
from
my
the East
mother loves
Coast.
the Andy Griffith Show. Like that's her favorite show.
My
But I
mother loved
also
Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that was my mother
What's a
loved.
jam? Who shot JR?
Yeah, and this is
So,
why I'm so mad because my mother used to videotape all that stuff. So there was hundreds of VHS tapes from the 80s of TV shows that I don't have
hmm
access to anymore.
yeah.
But yeah, she was a Dylan, I'm reading the notes. But Dallas,
Mm-hmm.
she loved what's that other show? I can't think of it now. But either way, I was like, okay.
She
Oh,
also.
The Honeymooners.
Oh,
There you go.
my mom is a. You know, my parents
Although
are.
abusive ass show, but yeah.
They're to the moon, Alice, to the moon. My parents are Gen X boomer border, you know, because teen parents. And so I also remember like going in and watching Melrose Place with my mother because that was her jam 90210. Like we were exactly, this is what I'm saying. Like we raised each other.
Yes.
So it was all of that. We watched Dallas, we watched Shirley Temple, and we watched Partridge Family. We watched all of that shit. So
The Monkeys and all of that stuff.
yes, I'm a believer, I can achieve if I try. Anyway, yeah, he sings and she gets emotional.
Yeah, my note says, I'm sure this is sweet to her, but it's incredibly uncomfortable for me.
Because Australian country music just, I mean, I guess
Like
it makes
Keith
sense.
Urban. Keith Urban is an Australian country artist.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
I be forgetting when those people be Australian, like Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
I be forgetting.
Yeah. She's from AMC to me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
She's from the movie.
She's like Audrey Hepburn, you know what I mean? She just talks like this, and it's just this all the time. So, that's the most American I've ever said. But they go to the family dinner, you know, and he's ready for them to play nice. And they play it nice and fake at first. His mother's not really playing because she don't really have a problem. And like, I do know sometimes people will say that and it's a lie. You can tell from her temperament. She's like, girl, I don't have no issue with you. Like, you got the issue, not me.
Yeah.
So.
Which is what ends up happening.
Yes. He cooks dinner. It's a surf and turf situation.
Technically, yes.
There was something with legs, and then there was kangaroo flank. And no salt to be found. Didn't see in some sausages. I didn't see no. He did not throw no Maldon on that kangaroo or anything.
You know they have Maldon on sale at Costco, like the big tub for $9.
I have to go to I have a short list, so thank you for telling me that. Actually,
words of the wise divas.
Appreciate
and if you don't know about Maldon, you better get to know.
Yeah, a little finishing salt. It does everything. But he makes the food or whatever. They sit down, they eat, and he tricks her because he cooked the kangaroo and made her think it was beef. And everybody giggles in Australian, and she's disgusted.
It's like, arr, 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 arr.
Why would I wish somebody would put that on the caption?
Know.
Giggles in Australia. It's like sha 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 sha. So
you know what pisses me off?
What?
Fucking Netflix, how it'll just be like, they're speaking English and somebody automatically speaks in Spanish, and the subtitles will be like foreign language.
Yeah,
like, just tell me
just
what,
tell me what
language
it is, bitch. I don't know. This is Czech or what? Like,
yeah,
I want to know.
Stop being racist.
It's xenophobic.
Yeah.
So.
Golly.
But they sit down eating. She's grossed out, spits food out like a 6-year-old, and then they get to the shit. He puts it out on the table. All right, so like, what we doing? Because there's tension, and it need not be. And he probably should not have introduced that conversation because it does not work in his favor. In his
Big
favor.
backfires. Yes, it blows up on the Barbie.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So come to find out, Pattiya is like, well, the reason why I don't like you is because your son said you don't like me because I'm too old and I can't have children.
Mm-hmm.
And his mother, Jo, was like, I never said that.
Right. It wasn't even like it wasn't even like a live response. It was just like,
no, it was so, and that's how I believed her because it wasn't extra. She was like, I never said that.
she said, I never said it because I don't think it. I don't
believe
feel
that.
it.
I like you, girl. Like, I wish we was besties, but you got a chip on your shoulder.
Exactly.
And she was like, well, it was because Dylan said, and then so Dylan was like trying to clean it up, was like, well, maybe you misinterpreted or interrupted.
No.
And she was like, no, I know what I know, if you know what I mean. And then even his mother was like, why would you tell her that I would say something like that? You know I like her. And then the messy gay at the table was just like, woo, woo, woo. Yeah.
Yep. And so production asked him. Production's like, you said that to her? And that evil, the evil that you picked up on initially came out, and he was like, I might have said it out of anger. You know what I mean?
And I knew he was in the wrong because he quickly was like, let's move on from that.
Yep.
That lets me know that you did that. You were trying to pit two bad against each other.
Exactly.
For your own weirdo benefit, because you were trying to explain the fact that your mom hates her, and that was a way for you to drive a wedge between you and Pattiya because you have a fear of what?
Commitment.
I am counseling my ass off today.
Yep.
Anywho.
Yep. Yep. So now she questioning him because she realized he is the nucleus of where all her resentment stemmed from, and she don't know if she can trust him.
Girl, better get out of Dodge, I'll tell you that. He already lied about the kangaroo meat. What else will he?
Let me tell you what I won't be doing at 58 years old. Playing games with a 38-year-old. Like, I'm just not the doing that. I'm not doing that now. I'm not I don't have time to waste with this. And what you ain't gonna do is have me in the country of down under. Okay, that like the country country in the world.
You're not gonna have me out there.
Exactly. So get it the together, and she needs to get it the together. Grow up, Pattiya.
Yeah.
I see why her family looks at her like a loose mess. Get it together.
She's annoying.
She's annoying, but she's also a mess.
Yeah, like one of those, like, what do they call them? Like B personality type people.
Yeah.
Where everything is just like everything is chaotic.
Yeah.
And something happened to them, like, oh my god, like I have jury duty, I missed it. Oh my god, and like, oh my gosh, I'm being subpoenaed. Oh my god, that's crazy. Let's go get lattes. Like, you know what I mean? Like like that, like happens to her.
Okay.
We all have friends like that. Like, just be happening to them, and it'd be like, girl, get your life together. Like, this wouldn't happen to you
in that
if
way.
you were
In that
like,
way.
yeah.
That's like, I have a lot on my plate. Anywho.
But that was them. Let's move on to
Velma.
Yeah. Oh boy. Greta. Like, you know how MAGA's like theme was like, they took our jobs. Like, I feel like they could say that to her because she really just wanted to be in Bridgerton.
This
like,
wanted to live. This said, I thought we was gonna be Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth, and I
she
said,
wants to be Bridget Jones so
but I Pride and Prejudice down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm irritated.
Yeah. So like she joins a group of white women for tea. So it's his mother, his grandmother, and his potential sister-in-law.
Yes.
Or his soon-to-be sister-in-law.
His soon-to-be sister-in-law, yeah.
His mother is very pro Greta. I swear his mother is Dame from British Bake Off because they look exactly alike. Yes.
Yeah, she just needs some funky glasses.
Why do they make like weird sexual innuendo videos on Instagram?
Who, Great British Bake Off?
Yeah, like like I know on the show they it's real cheeky, but like
That's probably
in
why. Because I remember it was
because
one episode where they was talking about some cream and two holes, and the way
yeah.
Prue. I'm sorry. It was. I was like, I'm
Yeah,
11, so
I've
this
seen
is
that.
funny.
I've seen that clip. But like even on the guys, not the comedian host, the one that has the shag, because I've seen him on
Uh huh.
Best Quiz Show. But the other one, like on his personal Instagram, he was making not like those nasty weird white men who be like dough and shit like that, but like it was just very much like if
Cause you
you
know white men
know
are
kind of thing.
hypersexual, and they are also perpetually preteens. So like you take that combination of things and dangerously horny. It's like yeah,
That's fair.
that's the equation.
Anywho, um, his mother's very pro Greta.
Mm-hmm.
Like she is happy that her son finally found somebody. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's happy. She's excited that
Mm-hmm.
she can't wait to have little Greta Matthews running around, all that stuff.
Lisping.
However, you know, Greta never spares a moment to tell us that she was abused as a child, and how much of a Cinderella she is, because she tells the story about how her evil stuff. It's not funny.
It's not. No, because it's you. You're the problem. Like, why would you tell it like this?
Because why would she tell it like this? Because here's my thing, like I'm all for sharing intimate moments and getting to know somebody, but I just don't think this is something I would share at serendipity. You know what I mean? Like it was very like I'm not doing a trauma mirror
You know what it
at
was?
high tea.
I want to. I want to. I want to laugh at her because she's
And also
ridiculous.
she deserves to be laughed at because she is a ridiculous
She's a
person.
ridiculous person, which we will continue to get to. I
How
also.
her cat lived and put up with her, I have no clue. Her cat might be in a better place.
She definitely is. But I will say, I like, on a human level, like, on my mom's I'm like, she is overwhelmed by the love and affection she's getting from his family and the acceptance, because it is such a stark contrast to, and I hate to be the like I hate to be the you must be fun at parties person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also I'm like,
Alicia Cara type.
I would be
Lady.
irresponsible if I did not bring up the fact that it is obviously, it is very obvious that she is overwhelmed by how loved and accepted she is by his family, to the point where it is hard for her to accept that and embrace that because of her experience. I also, on the other side of things, think that she operates like a victimized white woman out of Oklahoma. And so, at a certain point too, get the fuck over it. You made this decision. You know what I'm saying? You want to be in love, but you want everything to look exactly the fuck like you want it to look. And that's what irritates the living out of me with her. She's never satisfied. So they bring up, having kids and grandkids and, little Britties running around or whatever the case. And she's honest and, breaks out into emotion, telling them that she is questioning now if she wants to have children. Um but she says it's not because her childhood was bad.
Hmm. Her her rationale is that she can't see children right now
Uh-huh.
because she doesn't feel the closeness to Matthew. And she feels as though like I need to be connected with him for real,
Yeah.
in order to have children with him, which loosely translates to I don't know if I love this man or not.
We also get more reasoning later on. Um because in the next scene, she and Matthew
I
go.
also, I I know people have passions. I
Mm,
know people have, and I do think her passion is necessary,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
The work
yeah,
that
yeah,
she
yeah.
that she wants to do is necessary.
Yeah, all that.
And I also think
Mm-hmm.
that you not wanting to have children with Matthew, because I'm only specifically saying him, because kids would interfere with your animal advocacy work
Yep.
is nuts.
That's the
Now,
most white woman I've ever heard. Now, I don't think everybody should have kids. I don't think everybody should want to have kids. I also think that is the most white woman I've ever heard in my life.
yeah, like if she would have said anything, if she would have said it like, I want to have a career first. I want to, because, she has expressed that she just got out of law school.
Mm-hmm.
And even though she's squandering it all away by living this
Mm-hmm.
weird British fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Little women and
yeah, but I get like, I get the idea of wanting to
Mm-hmm.
do your career and,
Yeah,
and get
yeah,
all
yeah.
that.
All that. And
However,
and
that's a hell of an excuse.
sound the buns.
And
Like,
especially when you blindside, and I don't, again, not defending white men, but Matthew, she tells him this in a apple orchard, and he's
why they feeding British pigs?
right, and he's blindsided because I feel like it's only been like a week, and he's already
Yeah.
had to deal with like hard financial
Yep.
conversations. And now all of a sudden she's like, hey, I just wanted to live in a small apartment in London with 2 cats.
Yeah.
And that's where the buck stops.
It's tricky for them. It's gonna be tricky. It's tricky because she's not. She is not sure what she wants out of this life, and I wish she would
Yeah.
just. Well, she kind of does. She was like, "It's not fair to you, because I'm toggling," but I wish she would have acknowledged all of this before she made these great leaps and bounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, but also she's young. She's 27. She's still figuring it out. She's just figuring it out at somebody else's expense as well. And that's where
Yeah,
you need to
figure
stop and
life
take a
out.
goddamn beat, girl.
Figure life out on your own. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, unless if y'all are both in agreement that y'all are in this life figuring it out together.
Which he's ready to do.
Shh.
He was like, okay, you want to fight for pigs, bitch? I'll raise the kids by myself. Like, it's no problem. I just want to be like, he's certain, and she is just not. And the other side to
He's
that
certain he
too
wants
is
to be with her too.
he's certain he
She
wants to
don't-
be with her. He's certain of the life that he wants. Like, he's very sure. The other side to that too is I don't want nobody bringing no kids in this world that they are like questioning whether or not they want to do this anyway. I don't want you to do that. So I am not advocating for her to have kids. I'm just saying a white woman's always gonna put an animal first. And I do want her to do some self-reflecting and meditation on what she really wants before she makes any more moves. Okay, you love animals so goddamn much, but you gave up Maisie the meow, off of your whimsy.
Poor man. Ew. So that was them. Let's revisit our old faithfuls, Jenny and Sumit.
Oh, Tina Belcher, that's who she is.
Yeah. I want to preface this now that this section from me is going to be extremely ageist. Um, I just want to let you know now. And the reason why it's going to be is because my mother and Jenny are the same age, and my mother, in comparison to her, is like in her 30s, right?
Yeah.
Compared to agility,
Yeah.
mental quickness, and all that stuff. And what frustrates me
My mom's
about
younger.
Jenny is, yeah, you see what I mean? Like, and what frustrates me about Jenny is that she's currently in a country where that practices and teaches like good health and sanity and pro,
Yeah.
cognitive health and wheels working and just general good health. And
And
Jenny,
she just don't want.
she's not interested.
She just
She's not
don't want.
interested in that at all.
She's set in her ways at this point, and she gonna move how she wants. So with her opinions. So,
Hmm.
they're celebrating SunderCon, I think is what it's called.
Yes, it's a ceremony to bless the business.
Yes, and good. Okay, because I'm all the way with the.
They need
So
all the blessings they can get from every
baby,
religion.
because so Samit.
I see why Rohit was. I now going back to that conversation with Rohit and Samit and Jenny in the parking lot where he tried to stiff him for that equipment. I see what the problem was now, and I believe 1,000% what Rohit said.
Well, because Samit is a clueless. Like Samit is just like he's a bit clueless,
It's
and
that meme of that black guy standing in front of all that IT equipment like this.
like Spike Lee.
Yeah,
Also, let's be clear. Roti, what's his name?
Rohit.
Rohit. Was that racist? I didn't mean to be. He's a hater, but that's another point. He's not wrong,
Jenny.
but he's also a hater, and he hates Jenny, which I low key. Cause
I've never liked Jenny, and Jenny's been a part of our lives.
no,
for the
she's
last
just getting worse.
6,
She's just
7
getting
years.
more and
She's
more
just-
irritating.
Yeah, yeah,
So-
like oh god,
So they're preparing for the soft opening of Happy Family Cafe, and with the accent over the A.
yeah. It was very much like. Have you ever played Overcooked
Mm-mm.
or like those like mobile games?
Mm-mm.
Overcooked. I'm surprised you have not played Overcooked. Although I feel like
I was like, when do you see me play games?
I know Overcooked is it's a family fun game. You and Noah could play. It's on the
Okay.
Switch.
Oh, okay.
And it's essentially you have to you work at a restaurant
Uh-huh.
and you have to fulfill orders
Okay.
in a submit amount of time. So the more out in like each level has a different threshold of how many orders you need to complete. So
Copy.
you gotta either make a pizza,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta chop, you gotta boil, doesn't burn. Sometimes they'll put you in extreme kitchens, like it'll be 2 barges, and like the burners are on one side, and like the ingredients are on another, and you're driving, so you gotta like throw the ingredients to the other barge. It's a fun game.
Okay, well, maybe one day. Well, maybe over the Christmas break.
Yes, it's a fun game. Holiday fun had by y'all. But that's
Okay.
what the signage looked like. I was like, oh, this is either y'all made this through AI or you got this from a video game.
I'm trying not to turn into a stereotypical black mother where I don't play no games and I just be fussing and playing Donny Hathaway. But it's feeling like my natural path. And
You got to. You
I
got
know.
to.
I do play games. You know, we play blackjack as a family. We roll dice, Monopoly. You know.
Mm-hmm. They even have Monopoly on the Switch too. It's interesting playing it digitally, but I do. Yeah, but I do think board games are important.
They are. They're very important. We have a lot of board games. I will say we do enjoy board games. We just have to play them a little more. But so they're preparing for this soft opening. They have the first espresso machine in the hood. So that's a leg up for them. And that was actually very smart. I'm very, I was like, okay, Samit, you did your good one with that one. So they get the signage again, accent over the A. Like, how do you family cafe? Like, I don't know how you family cough. I don't know how that goes, but they're preparing. They're making the dishes. His parents is all hands on board, and his parents are preparing things because what they're gonna do is give out samples at the soft opening tonight during the blessing. Because first they're going to bless the new business, and they bless every business in, the plaza. So, as they're preparing...
It's more like a food hall. Cause that's what it gives.
Yeah, like a little stall situation.
Yeah.
While they're preparing, Sumit realizes that his parents are using the unfiltered water right by the toilet, the bathroom. And he spawns a little nuke. His mother tries to shut him up and feels insulted because she don't like to be told nothing. And his father's like, well, all the owners told me, and all the business people in the complex
They
told
told
me
you to do that so that they can ruin your business and get you out the competition, Anil.
because
Why
they
aren't
know,
you thinking?
because it's a family of dingbats. That's why everybody
A
be
whole bunch of
loopty
people
fucking
looking.
looing. The only people who got their heads on straight in that family is the brother and the sister-in-law.
Yes.
Child, they're the only ones.
Yes.
So, the other business owners were like, yeah, that's the water we use. That's how we wash our utensils and so forth and so on. And then here come Tina Belcher. This is why people get sick when they eat in India. And I was like, Jenny, you have a point.
I hate
And
and love when you
also,
do that.
I'm like, shut the up. You're not wrong. But also, it don't need to come from you, Queen. Okay? Let
No.
Sumit handle this because I was proud of the way he was handling it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, thank God he called that out.
And again, we have been dealing with water for the last 6 episodes, right?
Hello.
Like they told you this from jump that you're going to have to
Yes.
figure this water out.
Yes. And you just didn't. You all did, but they took it seriously because Sumit made them throw away all the food that was prepared with that water, which is a loss. But I also am very grateful that he didn't just let it fly. And then he got a water source set up for them specifically for the food. They go shopping to try to replenish really quickly. And he's like, it's a loss. And this is what happens when you open a business. It's not incorrect. Now, Jenny got to learn how to operate this espresso machine.
Jenny is at the coffee station being inept and loose. Oh, wait, no, that's the different line. Jenny again proves herself old and useless, and she looks like an overseer.
Yep.
So, like, it's the ceremony. So when they're giving out samples, and they're like full-size portions, and Jenny was like, "What are you doing?
Oh
You're not
my
supposed to
God!
do-"
You don't give away food. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
all that, right? And she's not wrong, right? But
But she's also not right.
No, she's not. But she's again standing there. She's supposed to be on coffee, but sister-in-law is doing double duty, like handing out these free samples and also helping with the coffee because Jenny is
and
just like,
trying
I
to
don't know
teach
what I'm
Jenny how to
doing.
do it because she's like, have a job, okay? I'm not gonna be in this tomorrow. Learn how to do it. Jenny don't retain. Now I get it. Learning things at an older age is different. You retain different.
Yes.
Like I'm not 67 and I went back to school at 37 and was like, whew, okay, brain don't work like it works in a different way, right? So you have to work a little harder at retention. But she puts forth no effort. She just opens her mouth and moans all goddamn day. So her only job is the coffee machine. Okay? That is literally it. And she can't get that right. Meanwhile, the priest comes in to bless the business. I love a blessing. But he was flinging that cow urine around.
Yeah, forgot to mention the blessing includes, instead of some people use holy oil, some in their religion they use cow urine. And I said to myself, I know this is a sacred thing.
I was just like, can we just put a lid on some, just because.
Yeah, like maybe if we just
Why is
dabbed
it
and
salty?
was like if we just dabbed like a finger and just like did it on corners of the
Shit.
equipment.
You know what I like,
You
all
know
of
what
that.
I
You know what I'm
mean?
saying? Like
it doesn't
I
need to
agree.
be on because I feel like the power of the cow urine would be strong enough to, take over things if you just did a
Now
little
listen,
dab of do you know what I mean?
sometimes during Olympia they've got to beat you with the stuff, and I'm not trying to.
I mean, Family Cafe didn't give evil, you know what
No.
I mean? Yes, it needed all the blessings it needed to
Yeah,
get, but
yeah.
Papa was flinging that like it was Oktoberfest.
He was,
So
and that's when, and then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
some of the stuff
It
is
was
open.
like, "Oop,
I was like,
like,
just cover the edibles,
cover the potatoes.
please. Like, I mean, this ain't no better than toilet water, but I was trying to be
Yeah.
respectful between like, yes, and also,
I was there with you.
So they know this is an investment. They pass out the full size samples, and Jenny is getting pissed, right? Because we realize that Jenny's goal in all of this is to get the out of Dodge ASAP. She want to get out of that house, and I don't think she realizes this was not supposed to be temporary. They said it initially, but then, girl, you see how stuff works here.
Yeah, and you should know your husband by now. Your husband has made it very clear that he wants his two best girls by his side, and he can't shake Indian tradition. And you are refusing to, and she's kind of like, well, we'll see in the future. Like, if this doesn't work out, I'm leaving.
To where? To Palm Springs? Cause you're not
Where
about
she
to
needs
just
to
go
be.
dwell the in India all willy nilly by yourself.
No,
Girl, you can't do that.
they may confuse her for a tree, though. She looks wooden. Like the tree in Nightmare Before Christmas, like the holiday tree. That's like different.
I had other thoughts, and I was
Okay.
fighting internally in response to you. So, but she is big pissed about these samples. And girl, nobody makes money the first day. Nobody generally makes money the first year. Okay, so we are on day one. Scale it the down. Next episode. It's the day after the ceremony. They're officially open for business. She's still complaining about the night before and the samples and losing money. And then she don't help. Because she is put on coffee duty, which again was supposed to be her sole job in the family cafe.
Like my note says, Jenny is at the coffee station being inept and useless again. She's about to lose a customer, and she doesn't know how to use this machine.
So Indian Naruto comes up, and he orders himself a cappuccino. And
he was low. I called him Indian Zoolander because he was like a little model.
Yeah.
He had the
bouffant, yeah.
Yeah, and what made me realize about his, like him, I was like, oh, this is a college area. Like you can tell this is
They said that, remember?
Student area.
Remember they said that. That's why they knew they were going to make the money.
Oh, I didn't recall that.
Oh, yeah.
But in my head, I was like, oh, well, this makes sense. You got the first coffee, John. You got the prime location minus the water stitch. Why you put Jenny at the front?
Well, I think we'll discuss that more in the next episode next week. But
Is this like a spaceship by Kanye West situation?
Kinda, yeah, because his parents is back there slaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, they hot making samosas and
That's why, bro. He was like, you got your mama and daddy out here.
But listen, y'all, like, this could be a thing, right? Like, this could be a cafe. Like, it's like, oh, this is so cool. It's run by all seniors. You know what I mean? Like, make it a thing. Put a niche on it.
Yeah.
I
like gimmicks, but I also
Make
would
it
let
work
me
for you.
realize, I'd be like, oh, the economy's that bad that all these nonas and aunties,
Same.
and yes.
But as a Nona auntie who is living in this world, I have a feeling I might be running the Happy Family Cafe in 20 years.
I will
let me
still
not
be on
talk
the
too loud.
airwaves
You know what
talking
I
about television in
Okay.
2052.
Okay, we'll be like, back in my day when I watched Family Matters, you know, so.
Or back in my day when I watched Love and Hip Hop,
But
like, you
this
know what
is
I mean,
really
like shit
bad,
like
though.
that.
This is really bad because, you know, the customer is giving them all of the tips, and he's like, Did you plug it in? And Jenny ain't moving no quicker. I can't find the milk can, and you know, it's like all of that, and he's like, girl, I've got to go.
I have class.
I have got to go. And they get it all together just as he walks off.
Hmm.
And Sumit is over it. But he's
Now,
also defending her because of all of the tumultuous nature of their relationship initially.
yeah, because his father Neil was like, she should have known how to do it, but you was trying to help her too, and didn't know that it was plugged in. So
Mm-hmm.
you calm the down.
No,
I'm not
all of
defending
y'all.
Jenny.
Yeah.
However, all of you all are not capable of running this business.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
I don't know what y'all did for work prior, but maybe you all should go back to that
Yeah, I think you need to.
because this isn't good for anybody.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So that was that.
Awesome.
Yep.
So last but not least,
Mm.
Manon's hour of power.
Yeah,
Um,
French Fury.
Yeah, French
Oh.
Fury. Fury de Francais.
Yeah.
So last Manon has settled the beef with her family and her sister. Remember, they had beef because her sister was being low key a bit, but like, but they
But
figured it out.
also,
Yeah, but and Manon was being dramatic, but they all figured it out, right?
mm-hmm.
So her and Anthony are on their way to go look at a house. They're going deep into Provence and about an hour away from the city. A 4-bedroom home. It's about to be like $420,000 US,
With a 25% down payment.
which is essentially they got $100K in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Okay,
man.
not at all. But I mean, are we surprised with the way Mama moves?
No. So, while they're on the way to go look at this, Manon is a treat because I've never seen someone go through such a range of emotions
So quickly.
in like 3 seconds. And I'm not even joking about the time. It's quite quick, and she has like a meltdown. So she's talking about like buying the home and needing the things for the banks and stuff. And Anthony is like, we have some complications here. Like, A, I'm not working. B, either none of us are working actually, and how are we supposed to get a bank loan with no active stream of income?
Girl.
And keep that in mind because this conversation comes up later. So he suggests renting an apartment. And you would have thought he called Manon every type of
Under the
C
sun.
word.
Yep.
Like he called her like every bad word known to man. Talked about her mama and daddy. You would have said like he threatened to like take Ben and go to like back to America. Like you would have thought like he said the most heinous thing to her. And all he said was, maybe we should just rent an apartment.
Child.
She took off a sweater. She got hot.
She did.
She,
Manon.
this is all in the car.
She had a full perimenopausal breakdown, and she's not perimenopausal.
Yeah, I've never seen nobody spawn a nuke. Like literally, like she was melting. She was like, "How dare you say to me, we are going to rent?"
My note says she has the fastest meltdown I've ever seen. Like,
It reminded me of that scene of Basketball Wives. There's a scene where Jackie Christie invites all of them to Sacramento to go see the Kings play.
mm-hmm.
And she books them all a hotel, and she all like suites in the hotel, and she purposely gets Jennifer a deluxe room instead of a suite. And so she gets inside, and she has a very similar meltdown to like Manon. And then she goes to Jackie, "Do I look like a deluxe room to you? Do I look like a deluxe room to you?" And everybody's looking at her like, "Girl, we can go to another hotel. Like, it's just no tea. Like, it's no big deal. Like, it's
Also,
okay."
and this shows you there is some validity to her family and all of their reservations around her. They're like, man, I'll be tripping. Like, she be tripping.
She was big tripping,
and we
dog.
watch her trip. This man ain't raised a voice at her. He didn't suggest anything irrational. He was just like, maybe we pump the brakes a little bit and rent while I do not want to waste money. I do not. Like, she was. I did not work so hard to waste money on rent. I am not low class like that. Like, it was like, girl, yo, you about to go bust.
Yes.
What's
She was
up?
about to blow a blood vessel.
She
And
was.
this is not exaggeration. I've
No,
never.
that lost her mind.
Like, Anthony should have called somebody. Like, that was nuts. I'm glad Ben was not in the car.
You need a friend, Anthony. Like, you need a friend. So,
because it goes into her. I don't want to give into this because I always end up going with what you want.
And again, this is not the first time she said this, and we know this to be untrue. Because you, my dear, are a bulldozer, and you don't let nobody tell you, like, I can tell since childhood she was one of them kids that when they want what they want, they're determined as to get it, and they go do any and everything under the sun. Like, you can tell she's a determined and driven person, which can be a beautiful quality, but also has a fine line when you are not malleable in any way and not reasonable in times when you need to be reasonable. So they pull up to the house to look at it, right? And I guess they had a conversation prior that was like, we're gonna be cool while we look at this. You don't want to go in here too eager. Manon was eager from jump that old boy spoke English, because she is an American in her mind. So what a facet. What do you call that? Americanophile? What do you call that?
Dizzy.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You call that vertigo. So she was hyped. The realtor spoke English, and they get to looking at the house, and mama is geeked, okay? Geek. And it's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute.
But I was with Anthony like, girl.
This the first house we looked at, bitch. It's the first house.
She talking about like going skinny dipping in the pool. She's literally like, where could I sign
right now? I don't need to see another house in France. This is it. This is my
me.
life.
I am reborn.
Okay.
I am new when I walk into
it's
this
my
threshold.
life. Don't you forget. Like, this is her dream. And then the realtor's like, okay, so also the roof has some asbestos, so they will take the price off. But and Anthony's
now,
like,
the HGTV in me was like, oh yes, but then
because I was sitting here, I said, well, how much more can we get off of there? Because this is an old home. I know we can find some more shit in the walls. You know what I'm saying? To knock this price down. Okay. And my daddy's a contractor, so I can get this fixed for half.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I see there needs to be a beam installed.
Exacto. I got visions. So, but Anthony is like, let's just give it a beat. Let's look at a couple more places. If this place is this fire with asbestos, I'm sure we could find something better. And surprisingly, she is not mad at his suggestion. But then the conversation does go left.
On the way home.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
um, they have a conversation, and it's a real one.
Mm.
I it's not a conversation that you can take sides on.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So it's an escalated conversation, I'll say
Mm-hmm.
that. But Anthony is expresses that, you know, although he knows that financially they're trying to get out of this house with her mama and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but they're okay right now, and she has been so much better with Ben,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole purpose of them moving to France was have a better way of life so she could reconnect with her son and they could have a better marriage.
Yeah, so she could be a better mom.
And Manon was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how are we to be a responsible, thriving couple for Ben if we do not have an active income coming? Like, how can we even just get out of the house, even not even have this home, but if we to get an apartment or something? How are we going to do that if we don't have active money coming in?
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Well, I'm going to get a job," and her response is like, "How?"
Mm-hmm.
Because tu ne parles la langue, you don't speak the
Yeah.
language. You, of course, we always know when working in a different country, the visa issue.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so how's that going to work? And his response was, well, there's always going to be somebody that needs to learn English. So I'll go teach kids English.
We will
And
be
then
broke.
yeah, she was like, and she says something that's,
Rude.
if she,
It was rude in the way she delivered
it was
it.
rude how she delivered it. It was emasculating even how she delivered it. But I do know it was like a language type of thing that was the issue.
It was condescending because
Yes.
she's like, well, she was like, you will always make pennies compared to me.
But I think she meant that in the sense of like, if you choose to be a teacher,
Yes, or like a
you're
social
always going
worker,
to be,
right? It's
you're
that's
always going to make
it
pennies.
comes with.
She should not have delivered it that way,
I know,
like
but,
most things.
and she's very again. Manon is very driven and wants what she wants. So when she can't get it the way that she wants it, she gonna try and twist and turn and poke and prod to make sure that it goes that direction, and doesn't always have the most savory way of expressing it.
Expressing that. Yeah. So again, people got to stop arguing while driving.
Yeah, I just want us to like get on the good foot with that. It's not good.
Yeah,
It's not good.
yeah, it's no bueno, papis and
I
mommies.
want y'all to get that together.
Yeah.
But you know, this is why initially when we were talking, this is why we said this move is not going to fix their overall issues.
No,
It's
this
just
is
not.
proof positive that this is a band-aid over a machete wound.
Exactly.
So,
So God bless, good luck. We'll see how that turns out.
yeah, and that was episodes 10 and 11
Mhm.
of 90 Day Fiancé the other way. And we'll see you all next time. Probably the week after because it's Thanksgiving. So
Yeah.
happy holidays, everyone.
Enjoy the holiday content.
Yes, sign up for Patreon. We have
Oh yeah, duh. This
a
is
whole bunch
YouTube.
of a whole bunch of holiday content
Mhm.
on Patreon, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.